can hear
Dean. Oh, and we're going live, and it is LocalSupport client meetings. We've got Harrow, Alex, and Rachel in the house. Me, Sam, Sasha, and Michael on the remote. Let us go to screen share. Big welcome to. Why will it actually let me do the entire screen? It's the new version, so I'll go. Let me go into just share this. That's maybe previously it's let me share the entire screen, and now the new version of Google Hangouts, it won't. If I'm in a single screen, it won't let me share the entire screen, and that's going to be a bit of a pain. But let's go to, I think I've got the meeting there. Particular welcome to Sasha's first client meeting. So yes, I've been through and I've prepped. I've updated the action items. I think we know mostly what they are. Anything from the HMRC on that? No. Okay. And I haven't really done anything on the Adventist Constitution. There were basically some of the other bits and pieces are gradually getting done. It's all being tracked in the little tracker. I've been updating there. Alex, you were going to get us those photos shot?
I
haven't received them from the designer. Okay, that's fair enough. Fair enough. That's outside. So, agenda. First thing we actually started on before the meeting was like looking at the client laptop. I think we've established that Rachel should never do Google Hangouts on her laptop, and Alex, it seemed to work this time. I guess the
test will be if it works with you.
With me not being in the room, yes. So we'll see. Okay, so the things that I've got in the agenda are, so we've got a couple of new features in that have been pushed to production that you for you to approve. We've got a couple of, I think, one or two features that are on staging to show you, so that you'll say right put those out to production. We've got that feedback from Sarah, which I went through, maybe we went through together. We've also got the volunteer opportunities that could be entered into the system. We'll check on that. Is there anything else that we should add to the agenda that you can think of?
Nominate funding has come up.
Oh, okay.
Whether or not I can find it
Okay.
What is the item from?
Anyhow, yeah, we can go back around on that. Well, let's start off then with the new features that are on production. I guess I'm going to use. I've got a note for Pivotal Tracker in there. So Pivotal Tracker. I'm right. Okay. So let me bring. I'm only sharing a single screen, so let me go in here and do this.
I've got it.
Yeah. If you want to email me the link. And I'll make sure that. So this is that we submitted for something earlier this year. Last year. Is it something that did we get the feedback that indicated it's worth submitting again?
It was very basic feedback. Well, they do different things, don't they?
Each year.
This one is about, the title is Social Text Received. So it might be something better. I'm hoping.
Anyway, we can have a look. I think it's a big. If it's the same application form, then it's worth putting through again. So I've been kind of clearing up in Pivotal Tracker. We've got these 5 things. So what we showed you last week on the system was a microton, which is getting the categories displayed on the show pages. That's now in production. So if we go and look in an individual place, they should have. Maybe that isn't. Is that new one doesn't have any categories?
That's because it's a new one.
Yeah. So if we go and find an older one, for example,
that's a new one as well. So
oh no, right.
These are ones that Harrison, kids can choose to have it.
There we go. Yes. So that's live on the system. I guess obviously we would like to have many more. We've got the other features related to categories. The thing that it immediately occurs to me just looking at this is if these were links, one could then click through and see all of the, would automatically do a search for those things. But that's.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice.
Yeah.
Maybe a sort of lower.
Yeah, it's not particularly important. I'll pop that in there. It's like categories. With the links to search for that category. Yeah, that was put that as low priority. I'm assuming you guys can see I'm just sharing the Chrome window, so I'm assuming you can see these things. So given that, that's an accept on that one. We also had the ability to delete charities, and I kind of broke that. We had, like wanted to support undo, but just just kind of avoid that story hanging around and getting in the way. I broke out a new story for adding undo, and said, right, so this one that's now live and on the system. And we did delete it. Did you use the delete functionality on the system? Are there some? Is there anything that you'd like to delete at the moment?
I could probably find something a bit old and random.
Yeah, I was moving right down to the bottom, so we've got. I don't know if any of these.
Try Power Association.
No, that's one I'll read it.
You got removed straight away.
Let's try. What's a HOD?
HOD Charitable Trust is. We should find out. No information available.
Just delete it, because if they're interested, we can put them on again.
Right, indeed. Yes, and so the delete function is there. That will now no longer exist. You can do a search for HOD, and you should not find them. We've got other things, but not the HOD. And yeah, it's like, oh, what is they? Maybe they were doing. Who are they? And but so now, if people try and go to that one, you can't find it. What I want to add is then an admin view, and you would see, and you could do the undelete. But so. But yeah, we've got undelete on the database side. So if you do accidentally delete anything, ask us until we've got that feature out. But so that sounds like we can accept that. We do that. So that goes in there. Good. So then there was things here like. So David Corking had previously been looking at issues with IE6 and IE7, and basically concluded that we just can't really support those browsers. I mean, IE8 I think is the oldest that we support. But what I thought I would do is rather than leave those hanging around, I kind of because David and Mark just kind of like basically don't think we can do this in the short term, and I thought I'd just kind of put them into these except so to clear that with you. Would that seem reasonable? Yeah. At the moment, yeah. I guess we'll see if there's like hundreds of people saying we must have RE7, then we revisit that. And then finally, so this one I also broke this up. So we have got the admin all users sorting thing is done. I think the two I had. So this you can sort by the user emails and so on. I guess I had notes on making sure that these actually link to the organization, so it's quick. You can search for that name. And then also what's annoying is that the last login, it sort of sorts. It sorts by, because it's so that kind of needs fixing. But what I've done is I've created a new sort of story for that. Yeah. So, I mean, basically the sorting you're happy with here, so we can maybe close that one. Okay, and that helps us clear up the board there a bit. So that's the stuff that's on production. We've got two new things that are on the staging server. So one is that Paul, he went through and basically throughout the entire system replaced all of the Z's with S's. So there should be no. I mean, we may have conceivably we might have missed one or two, but he's put the pull request had a big British flag on it, and it's like, you refactored the whole thing, and we pulled that in. So that should now. I mean, I think we already had it.
Part of the Zoological Society. Are they going to be part of the Zoological?
Yes, that's right. That's okay. Because Z obviously, underrepresented. Well, no. I think you shouldn't see too much difference there. Actually, I guess I've got the staging servers on different. Where's it gone? Staging server. Ah, yes, here we go. Staging server that's the development server. Staging server, right? Yes. So I think we'd already had, I think in as many places we had like where the text was shown to the user. I guess actually. Can you guys? I've moved to the staging server now. Can you guys see this window? Maybe not actually.
No.
No. Okay. I'm gonna.
Share your own desktop.
I can't seem to do that anymore. It just automatically switches me off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. Hopefully you can see this screen.
Design.
Yeah, now I can see it.
Yeah. It's all right. There we go. So you shouldn't see any we'd already, updated the S's in the display places. But what this should mean is if there were places where, like, sometimes the errors are automatically generated, it might say you have something missing for your organization. So that should fix it. Anyway, it's up on staging. Just to let you know that's happened.
Is that because you typed that one in?
This one, that's because I typed that in personally. Yes. So yeah, those are. We could add a sanitizing thing when people enter new organisations to, but these are awful Americans. No. We love the Americans. They're great. Anyway, my children are Americans. So. Anyhow, so the other thing that we have, more importantly, on the staging server is we now have, notice I'm logged in as an admin, we now have an edit button for being logged in as an admin, and you can now edit the volunteer opportunities.
Okay, so it's a generic admin.
Yeah, so the generic admin can then do that. And I think also we should have as well, if I log out...
Well, before you had it, so when I logged in under my one that's linked to a specific organisation,
yes,
it would let me...
It would let you create. It would let you create a volunteer opportunity. I think, and only for that individual thing. It would. So that's still the case. It's still the case that only organization admins can create volunteer opportunities. But what the two things that have been added now is that now those people can also, I believe. Let's go and find. Where's the other option? Here we go. They should be able to edit their own ones, which they didn't. I mean, I know it seems like trivial, but for the rolling out the very simplest thing, we actually just allow them to create and not edit, so they can now edit. But also, the admin can come in and edit and do those things. And I was seeing that as sort of critical path for it. If we're going to start announcing the thing, when people are going to start putting things in, at the very least, we need you to be able to edit that, or to enable you to edit that quickly. I mean, I think we also need the ability for you as the admin to delete these things, to undelete them, ultimately to create them, and so on. We'll gradually add those in terms of whichever one seems to be there.
So can now I, as the admin, the generic admin,
you can edit. You'll be able to. You'll be able to edit all of the volunteers.
You'll be able to create a new volunteer.
You will not at the moment. And this is partly because the way that the system is working at the moment is that when it creates a volunteer opportunity, it looks at the user and it says, "What's your organisation ID?" And so that's how it finds it out. So that's. But we can move to. I think I've got a feature in there for if we look at something on the volunteer, I think we've got a feature in there for add few stories. Is that not? Oh no, this is actually the other guys don't see it. Must stay on this browser. Epic volunteer sideways. Yeah. So that's this one I'm looking at there. Being able to search, so admin able to create volunteer opportunities. So we've got that in there, and to the, we can obviously bring that right up the priority stack if that's being a real pain. But that's where that is the moment. So at least, so that's these two things on the staging. They seem superficially okay. We could push those to production. Yeah. Okay. And then, so I think what should probably be the next priority review is that updating the email content so that you can then mail people. Other things that have already been that are kind of in progress are I'm working on this one. This is basically when someone requests charity admin status, they say this is my organisation, you'll get an email. So Marion is still, we're working on merging that whole edit page thing. We'll show you that's still it's not ready. But Michael's been working with Marion on the this is my organisation streaming, and so actually he's done. I think we showed you last week that there was 4 different. What are they called? You've requested admin status. So that actually should now be on staging, I believe. So for example, am I still logged in as? So if we look at staging, it's this one. I'm logged in as this. If I go to
can't see it. Okay, now see it.
Yeah, I think I'm on the right place. Yeah. So if we go to a different organisation and let's go to this one, for example. And here, so if I say this is my organisation, now it has this thing here. I guess we have a slight issue here, Michael, that when the text is large, can you see that your request thing kind of pops outside the?
Yeah, yeah.
Shall I add that to the list of little fixes on that
Sure.
feature there? I think. I guess ideally we would. Anyway, so let's put that in as a task. So that is fix view of notification. So text is in coloured bubble, whatever it is. Okay, and I think get that fixed before we move on with other ones. Okay. So yeah, that's. I think that was all of the. That's all.
Don't you have
Go
the sign-in feature? Sign-in Timo?
I guess. Yeah, I guess we also have. Is it the one that you were?
That you merged in yesterday?
Yeah. Let's see if that's. The other things is part of the smoothing the Timo flow. So we can also, for example, if I'm logged out.
I can't see your screen. Oh, now I can.
Yeah. So if, for example, instead of logged out and somebody clicks on the Harrow Law Centre and says, "This is my organisation," now, in principle, if we sign in, it will remember that, yeah. So it remembers that you've requested that admin status across the login or the sign up, and so on. So that's all about basically making it, so that the user doesn't have to log in and then re-click the button, which will remember everything they've done, and yeah. So yeah. So that's kind of ongoing. Yeah, I guess we'll get this fixed up, and then that can go out onto production. And Michael's got a series of other little bits and pieces there to fix that. Going back to the editor, yes. So that's all of those things there. Okay. Just, I don't know if you actually got your, so the email update. Put email into the box. I'm just going to add that because I assume that's the highest priority now.
Yeah, because then I can start.
Yeah, letting people know about it. Yeah, so I'm going to have that. But so we've got update email template. What I would like to be able to do is just give you control over. You can edit what's in it, and then you need to edit in the future. So, but we'll look at how complicated that is. Update email to mention volunteer ops. And yeah, I'll put that in the top of.
Because if I was sending something personally to one organisation, I could just draft an email from my email address.
Right.
So
yeah.
Hopefully, we won't need to change the bulk.
No. Although I think it's one of the things. No. So I think if it's complicated, we won't sort of delay that. Yeah. We can just make the change in the first instance. But even if I make the change and then I switch it and it's like, oh, could we change that one thing? Or ultimately, because we want to ultimately allow you to run the whole system completely independently of us. Yeah. So those are the kinds of things that might, in a year's time, like, oh, I'd like to refresh that.
I guess if we're trying to push out to other organisations,
yeah.
those sorts of things need to be.
Yes, absolutely. At the moment, the whole system is kind of tied. So I end up doing that in the wrong place from the point of view of our remote people, but I think I added this thing on here. We're going to go on the next one. So yeah, going back to here. Yeah, that feedback from Sarah. Yeah. Should we go through that? It seemed like, so she created a new organisation.
Yeah.
As I was reading it, she created a new organisation, and she created an account, she created an organisation, but she then couldn't find the organisation that she created. Was what it?
No, what it was, because at the moment somebody can't create a new. You create it directly now. I just.
My sense was that a new organisation, a new user, I don't think is automatically able to create the new organisation.
So the links take them through.
So yeah.
It's like that Google form that we've created.
Oh yeah. So you mentioned she went on a newsletter.
Yes.
Where was that? Can I see that newsletter online somewhere?
One I sent out.
Yes.
training and events update.
I don't use that.
Yeah, you could forward it to me. I've got the nominate funding link there.
I don't think, because at the moment we've got a gap in the flow, haven't we? So
Oh, right. So there's a Google form.
yeah,
That have we
and
got?
then I manually put it.
You manually put it in.
Yeah.
So you've got, and that form I think is mentioned in the
Yeah. So
about or
new
about which one is it?
add organisation.
There. Right. So she came here and she submitted this,
Yeah.
and it said, thanks for your submission, and you then put the.
Oh, I see. So and she's saying she thought as soon as that's done, it's automatically updated onto the.
Was working through this form. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely getting to the point there where that form could be incorporated into the main flow, couldn't it? And that you could see submission, people could submit things, and then you could approve their submissions. Would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'll just look at Sarah's. I've got that.
Yeah, so at the moment, when you put a new organisation in that form, nothing happens on the website.
No.
She's just sort of saying it would be useful to have some information so that when she's, I guess we could
just put that on the back of the form.
Yeah.
So you could the quick fix is you could put the message that she asked for, this, how long it might take, into the if you edit the form, the Google form, you've got that little place where you can update what people see at the end.
Fine. So then she's then it's got a bit confused. So her second bit, since I've gone back to my email anyway, support email.
Right, so that's confirmation instructions presumably for her. She created an account.
Yes.
Yes.
And then she's trying to find her
organisation.
She isn't on there because she's only filled the Google form.
Yeah.
So I guess it's that gap in the process that we've got on the list of things to do.
Absolutely.
I wonder if it comes up as a bit.
Yeah, no. I think we've got two fixes. The immediate fix, change the form to add that information. Second thing, I think it's in principle, I think it's not hugely hard, like in the next few weeks or so, we could get that so that we could basically have a form like this in the site, and when somebody clicks create your organisation, it pops up information like this, and it says, and you get an alert saying someone's trying to create an organisation, and then you can approve it in the same way that you can approve the people who are applying to be admins of organisations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
So we'll do the first one with one message.
Yeah. So we'll put action items in there for. So we've got Rachel update Google form with notes from Sarah. Sam create check stories for bringing that form into website. Yes, I think that would be a big step towards, again, just sort of this situation with this right vision of the future where you can manage all of this completely independent of us. But, okay, so the new volunteer opportunities. I saw I had an email from Alex saying you checked some, and I thought I had an email from you.
Yeah, so Alex went through and worked out some of them are not our organisations.
Yeah.
So Alex filtered them.
Right.
And then I thought, well, I'll go on and put the volunteer opportunities on, and then that's going to realise I couldn't do it.
Yeah, do that, yes.
So what I did was I went on and put North Harris Stroke Club on.
Right.
Was out of date. So anyway, they're all the organisations are there.
Okay, so it's these 7 that I should create.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. So there's.
So it's just a volunteer opportunities listing.
Right. So I'll go ahead and do it. So Sam, create volunteer ops based on email from Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So all the organisations are there.
Yeah.
And all of them should be near the top as well, apart from Maisie Park, because I edited.
I'll sort that out this afternoon. Okay, great. So the nominate funding. Yeah.
Sam.
Oh, go on, Michael.
Not to really interrupt you, but if you.
I love being interrupted because it makes me feel less bad about talking all the time. Go on.
If you look at the organizations
Mm-hmm.
on production,
Yes.
you check that out. Check out the organization I just posted in 870.
Exceptions, not that kind of stuff.
I think this is the production side. Sorry, you posted an organization into production?
No, I posted a link in the chat.
Oh, in the chat, right?
Sorry.
Oh, okay, right. Organization number 870. Sure, right. Yes. Right. This organization, yes.
If you click the donate button, click where it says donate to whatever.
Yeah. Text message. It's got, or it's a.
Yeah, it's a text message.
They've got a, yeah.
Oh, so we did talk about this, didn't we? Because not everybody's got.
Got a link.
Yeah.
Some
so
people have
some
got
people
like
might
instructions.
say we're doing a raffle.
Yeah.
So,
So it could be like a text box. It seems like what we probably want there, if we're jumping in with an idea, but what we've got currently in the volunteer opportunities there is a text box. Anything in there that's a link or an email is automatically linked to a hyperlink.
Yeah.
And that then, if people want to put an instruction there, it would serve everybody's purpose.
Yeah.
Right? Does that sound okay? I'll pop in here. I think what we need to support wider range of donation info. See this could use auto linking.
And then I had mentioned I had mentioned in the Slack chat about the terms of use are out of date too.
Right. Where do we have
for the cookie policy?
Oh, it's a disclaimer. Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, see, it mentions Heroku.
Yeah, because we're now on ninefold.
So.
So yeah, I'll put a note in that to update those.
Sorry for the interruption, but
not at all. No. That's good to get those things noted down. Yeah, Slack is great, but it needs to go into one of these things or the tracker before it really hits home. Okay, yeah. Anything else? Any questions, Sasha? Any questions from you? Has your hopefully now stable internet connection allowing you to follow the meeting?
Yes, yeah, it's recovered itself. Yeah, I mean, no questions. I'm sort of.
You're absorbing. You're a sponge. You're sucking up information.
that might be overstating it. I'm watching and absorbing what I can.
Excellent. Well, do feel free to ask questions if there's anything unclear, and obviously we can talk later as well.
Yeah, I mean, I figure I'll ask questions after the fact.
Sure. So nominate funding. Yeah, I mean, submit.
I think we should check it out. I haven't looked at it, but I sort of saw it.
No, it's an
on
action
Twitter
for
and
us to
thought,
look at it.
Yeah, I'll
Probably
put.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Alex.
we probably need to do it quicker.
Oh, right.
Okay.
What to do it
Look at nominate funding today. Anyway, I'll send you out the reminders until it's. I just I'm rushing them. Anyway, so moving on. So I just want to mention E-Link because it is now September.
Yeah.
And they said something about.
So, I mean, I think I can approach them now.
Yeah.
Even, I think I should approach all of the CVSs. I've got all their email addresses.
Okay.
And these. So, if you guys, might as well just tell them what we're doing and see if they like it. And
yeah. Indeed. Yeah.
Okay. I have one thing to add.
Yes.
When you type in Harrow Community Network into Google,
yes,
it doesn't come up with Harrow Community Network. It comes up with museum.
So search engine optimization. Yes, it comes up with this individual.
So I think is it just for header? Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So we need to let's look at we'll get that sorted. I mean, I think maybe we need to submit something to Google about the site, and then it might take a couple of weeks to go through it. Yeah. But yeah, we'll get onto that. Okay. So then we have Sam. SEO,
It's up in there, especially.
finds,
Yeah, it's just like the
individual charity. Okay, so that's that. And then, yeah, I mean, Pivotal Tracker of it, we've kind of gone through the items there. We've got that in as the highest priority there, as I put in the email template, so you can do more things. That's Michael continuing to work on the Timo streamlining. You don't have to worry about the bugs and the chores. But so we've got here updating the map markers, make some of the smaller. We've got some new icons as well.
The sauce lab. Sounds interesting. Sounds quite tasty.
Indeed. Well, it's supposed to be this automated thing for checking out if things work in older browsers and so on. But yeah, so we need to look at for a long time.
Interesting.
Oh well. No, actually, that's increasingly interesting. It goes down, Rachel. Oh well. But yeah, so other things in approximately the same order as they were last time. Some things that were kind of attached to existing features, I've broken them out into. So this was like the little minor issues on the all users page, undo for delete, and so on. Any thoughts about relative priorities of things?
No, I think.
Key thing being the
Got it right. So you're still waiting on it.
Yeah,
PSD.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think some of them are PNG. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the building ones on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're moving relative. I mean, it's fantastic. Michael and Marion, I think, we're working full time, but she's doing pairing with Michael. Michael's made fantastic progress this week on various features. I've done a little bit. I've also been back making sure that they all get merged in. But moving forward, my ability to sort of actually program is kind of reduced. I'm full time makers now. I'm kind of angling for maybe.
Can you not say you won't apply?
To take what I'm on a leave of absence. Okay. So this is the interesting thing. I maintain my title. I'm still an associate professor at Hawaii Pacific University.
That sounds quite fantastic.
Indeed. Well, but you can also say that I'm now director of engineering for a startup company in London, which is not as exhaustive, but I think it sounds quite nice. Yes. I mean. There's going to be. I think I'm going to be less available than I was, but my hope is that with a relatively light hand, as I can gather together as the different contributions and make sure that you keep getting the changes into the system. That ultimately the system is something that you can run yourself. Okay. So Anyway, maybe we'll try again. We'll see. We'll try again next week with the online meeting. See how that goes. Yeah. Okay. Anything else we need to consider today?
No. That's fine. I might just need to shift the time.
Yeah. Well, let's look at next. I mean, let's look at next week. Yeah. See how your schedule evolves. Did you meet with Steve?
I'm seeing him tomorrow, actually.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Hopefully, I'll see him next Tuesday. We'll see. That was the other thing. I was with Harrow Heroes. I mean, I never heard from the newspaper, but I did receive something from the Harrow Hero people themselves, which was an email address, and they've got like a presentation evening, which is going to be on the 14th of October. Oh, it's 14th of October, so it's a little further away. I've been nominated, and then there's like a presentation evening. So it's I think it's unfortunately on a Tuesday, or maybe I've completely misread. Which day is it? It's October, not September. It is a Tuesday, which is my Woodcraft evening. So it would be good. I don't know if we can find. I don't know if the fact that the newspaper never contacted me means that basically we haven't got it. And
it's not too late. I think we still might be contacted by the paper. They try and do stories over the summer,
right?
And it's not to do. They wouldn't have even made the decision yet. I don't even know if they.
Anyway,
they're due to be making a decision in September.
Right.
So,
yes.
So you could still win it.
No, yes. I mean, I guess it's sort of partly because I have family commitments that evening. Yeah. It would sort of be. I want to. Actually, what time is it? So I was trying to work out if I can drop the kids off at Woodcraft and then come back and as at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Depends on how I could go and like be there for half an hour. Anyway, okay. Yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. I'm a bit conflicted about what to do, but no, this nominations this year were judged by.
Okay.
So the winners will be announced at a glittering awards evening. All nominees will receive a commendation certificate. Award
I
winners.
always get judged by the last year's winner. Yeah, the winner.
Yeah.
No comment about that.
So yeah, I don't know if that's. See, the thing is, yeah, if it was. Anyway.
If you're not there, it means you won't get your photo taken, but with
Whoever.
Martin Lewis. But
Yes.
Not Money Saving Expert, we have a Martin Lewis.
There's one of the newspaper person.
Yes, that's
Oh well, actually, see, he's one of my heroes actually, because he does the
the
positive news thing.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, I think he's been the person advocating for more positive news in UK news, and I think he supports the positive news newspaper that I read. Who I've just donated some more money to. But so yes, I guess yeah. I think anyway, it's October the 14th, so I think it's less. I'm now okay, right. So I'm gonna put an action item to like to work out what I'm doing with
I
that.
also just send one of your team.
That-
Just say this.
That's all on my behalf. Yes, we could Skype someone in. That would be
Yes.
okay.
Collect device.
There we go. So.
You could do like we do the awards ceremony.
Right.
Prepare your winners.
I could prepare my acceptance speech. I could send it to them. Yes, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I could phone them and explain the situation with the family commitments and so on. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So I think that's everything covered then.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Michael, Sasha, any other thoughts or comments?
No.
All right. And I think Sasha dropped out and came back. But okay. Yeah. So other things being equal, yeah, we'll work out next week when to have meetings. So as I say, my time is not constrained for this week. But yeah, we're good.
All right. Thank you.
Yes. Hopefully, I think it's I think it was difficult having the first meeting being an online meeting last week, but hopefully at least having had a meeting like this, and we'll fingers crossed.
Yeah, and we do have another laptop here that's newer, so
Oh, okay.
Get that one ready.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
We're
All right.
good to know that one works anyway. So if you're not there.
Really good with printers.
If I stroke them, sometimes they start working. Anyway, I'm going to stop the broadcast there.